What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Row 206 here with the Keymaster 84 for your weekly esports and news broadcast. I guess we're going to call it for now. This is going to be our slot every Wednesday of every week where me and the Keymaster sit and talk about the biggest topics going around the esports world. Got a few different categories we're going to cover tonight, and I think if you guys have any comments or suggestions how we can make this a little better and more smooth for you, don't forget to drop those comments in the comments box below. Anyway, we're going to start off with the Keymaster. He's going to kick you off with your first topic.
What's going on, everybody? It's Keymaster bringing you guys this esports and news. First thing we're always going to try to start off every single week is your gaming announcements, delays, cancellations. Mostly fun stuff, sometimes all bad stuff. But yeah, to start off, guys, unfortunately today, for those who have been excited about the games, it has been one of the more hyped Xbox One titles. Scale Down has been delayed until 2017. It's kind of a harsh delay, but apparently they felt that it wasn't ready, so maybe another year before we see anything about that, but I won't see that for a while. But with that being said, on to other things. So on Monday of this week, the 4th, PSN was down. Shocker to nobody, or shocker to no Xbox fans, I'm sure, because that seems to be what PlayStation does. So, but it was announced that the hacker group, Phantom Squad, has claimed responsibility, even though PlayStation Network says it was actually just a bug in their updating that happened. So, who to believe, who not to believe, always hard to say, but, you know, who knows? We'll probably never know.
Never know.
But yeah, with that being said, that's really all there is in the news as far as that stuff goes. Big Row, do you have anything else?
Yeah, so we're going to cover some of the notable roster moves. We are coming into the League of Legends season here shortly, and there's a few notable things that have changed around in the world that is League of Legends. So former All-Star and All-Pro basketball player Rick Fox, who formerly played for the Lakers, bought a League of Legends team. And as of December 18th, had no roster. Well, that has currently changed. So they picked up Froggen and I think it was KFO and Froggen, and then they picked up 3 challengers to complete their team. Selfie, Keith, and Baby, their names respectively. And they also have an alternate of his name goes by Hard, Anthony Barkov. And then, to kind of piggyback that, there's been a few other big roster changes as far as League of Legends is concerned. I'll just go over the top few of them. The biggest, well, most saying the biggest is Double Lift, Yellow Star going to Team Solo Mid. He is an all-star from Japan, I believe it is.
Yellow Star, he's actually from Europe. And Double Lift was NA. He used to play for CLG, ADC.
There you go. See, I'm still getting used to this League of Legends stuff, so bear with me. And then Mirren leaves SKT and joins LGD Gaming, which is another high priority roster move for the League of Legends world. And the last one I want to bring up was and right before we started, the Keymaster filled me in. European jungler Dexter is to sit out the spring split after failing to make a few squads here. So it looks like he's going to be on the bench as a free agent, waiting for the split to end, and hopefully get picked up by a team, which I'm sure he will. He's a pretty high-profile jungler.
Yeah, he's one of the better ones, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's just from the little bit that I've researched before we started doing this. He definitely puts up the numbers. So, and then on to my story, and it's kind of one that hits a little bit home for me and for the Keymaster.
Holla.
Yeah, or I can only speak for me, but I'm sure it's his too. Our favorite esports brand has decided to step into the mainstream, or like I would like to call them mainstream esports world. Already having a pretty good Call of Duty franchise or Call of Duty team going on right now with the likes of Scump, Formal, Crim 6, Karma, and then also their Halo team ranking in the top 20 world.
Yeah, top 20.
Yeah, it was like top 20. Yeah, they have decided Optic Gaming, which is an NA brand, has required a CS:GO team. Which formerly the roster used to go by Conquest, which is currently ranked number 3 in North America. And their roster, I have the names written down here. Let me just go and tell you on the little snippet here on the CSGO team they just picked up, who will be at the tournament on the CS tournament in Vegas on January 17th. To go up against all the other teams for fighting for that TV spot. So that's definitely they recently won the Turner and WME and the IMG's E-League Road to Vegas North American qualifier. They were high-ranking victories over Complexity, Dogman, Enemy, and Counter Logic Gaming. Their main star is Shazam Khan, who is formerly a member of Cloud9, and then their main rifler is Will Rush Wiersbe, who's also another high-priority name. Looks like they are going to be in the talks of this. Of everything I've read is that Hex, Optic Hex, who is the owner or co-owner of Optic Gaming, is going to be trying to get them to move everybody from around the North American side to the Illinois, Chicago area where the Optic Scuff House currently resides, where content creators and Optic Call of Duty players currently live. So it looks like they're going to try to get a Optic CS house going out there in the Illinois area. That's not for sure, but it's going to happen soon. And it seems like with Optic being very content oriented as far as the YouTube is concerned, it's been talked that the CS team is willing to put some work into the content, not as much as, say, the Call of Duty team, Halo team, or the other content creators on the roster. They will be, obviously, CS is a different world from any of the other esports that Optic is currently involved in. So, yeah, and it looks like that's going to do it for that story. If you guys have any other questions, make sure you hit me up in the comment section below or tweet at us at EmergentProd on Twitter.
And also hit us up at our personal Twitter handles at the Keymaster84 and at BigRow206. Leave a description. We'll leave all those links down in the description below. But yeah, on to other stories, guys. This is going to be where the standing segments is going to go. It really is going to go here one day. Unfortunately, as of right now,
one day. There's not a lot going on right now.
Yeah, as of this moment in time, there's not a lot of tournaments, not a lot of leagues have started up yet. The COD World Championships was supposed to start today, actually. It would have started tonight. Might have had a few games I could have told you all about, but they actually ended up delaying the start of their league by a week. So it'll be next Tuesday, the 12th, is when that'll be starting. And one minor correction, so people don't hound us in the comments below. The CS tournament is actually January 7th to coincide with the trade show, and then yeah, so that's going on there. And then Halo news, though, that is the one bit of standings we do have, because that's kind of a weird, elongated tournament. It's a ladder.
Like a hockey schedule.
I would say it's more like a soccer schedule, personally.
Yeah,
it's almost, yeah, it's a weird. Like, I kind of understand why they're doing it that way, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, okay. If they had all the information in an area where it's easy to find, it'd be a lot nicer. But anyways, guys, so moral of the story is, so a few of the more important teams to watch out for in your top 20 would be people like Team Liquid, Winter Fox GG, Noble Esports, Karma Police, Team Money Mat, Project Affleck, Envious, Counterlogic Gaming, Evil Geniuses, Optic Halo, and Vanquish Gaming. That would probably be the most important teams to watch out for. They're in the top 20. People have already been playing. And I forgot Team Allegiance. My fault. They're actually really important. But yeah, those are the teams that I would be watching out for coming up in the tournament for $2 million. And rumors in the subreddits are saying in the next week or two they're probably going to be announcing that it's actually bumped up to 2.5 million. So.
And that's all the thanks to you guys for buying those rec packs.
Yeah, exactly. all the pro players can do is say thanks for buying rec packs and getting cool stuff in your rec packs. Thanks for helping me buy my next car. And then, besides that, guys, yeah, this is where the standings will be going once we get more into the esports seasons. As of right now, we haven't really gotten too much into those, so we're still kind of. This is, winter are always the lean months in any sporting seasons. So
we'll have results from the tournaments from the weekend prior. We'll have current standings for the leagues, and world standings as well. Doing a little hopping around on the internet there. So, like I said, we're just kind of in that weird pro lull of esports right now, where Halo's pretty much the only one doing anything. CS has got a couple tournaments going on.
Yeah, and actually, CSGO.
Dota's on a break. Smite's not going right now. I mean,
yeah, basically the way the schedule works out right now. Yeah, basically the way the schedule works out now is CSGO will be at CS this weekend on the 7th. Halo is going to have another online qualifier on Sunday, which I believe that's actually the 7th as well, ironically enough. No, sorry, the 7th is Thursday, so that'll be Thursday is the CSGO tournament. The next Halo tournament will be on the 10th, and then Call of Duty, their new World Champions, that'll be on the 12th, next Tuesday. So this is when you start seeing everything, and I do believe that it's in February is when League of Legends will start, and so Dota will start about the same time, because that's how that works. But on to other news, something that I'm actually really excited about. For all those who don't know, Metal Gear Solid is pretty much made by one man. It's his idea, his vision. Everything that flows for Metal Gear Solid flows through this man, Hideo Kojima. It's been an interesting year for him, and him and his breakup with Konami. For all of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, I will leave a couple links to a couple different news articles down in the description below. I don't want to go into too much detail on that in this show. It's been an interesting year as far as that whole thing is going. But it was announced today that he is going to be inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fames at DICE. Which, if anybody who knows what DICE is, that's a really prestigious honor, especially at DICE. And then the guy who will be presenting him the award, though, will be Guillermo del Toro. Ugh. These crazy foreign names. But yeah, he'll be presenting Hideo Kojima. For those who don't know, Del Toro and Kojima were actually working, before he left Konami, were actually working on a new IP. And let me tell you, I would love to play that IP. So, with that being said, though, I mean, I'm really excited for this honor. I think it's really awesome. So, if you guys can find the videos online, please send me links. That'd be great. I would love to see it. I'm trying to find it myself. If I find something, I'll post it on my Twitter or something like that. So,
yeah, maybe we'll do an update on the story once it's actually inducted.
Yeah, we'll do something. I'll do like a little update, maybe post like a little clip from a video, do something about it, because, I mean, it's not too often you get to hear about this kind of stuff, especially for someone like him. Usually it's like a company, like Microsoft. Microsoft would be inducted into the Hall of Fame type situation, so it's pretty awesome that it's like a person. With that being said, though, Big Ro, what's next on the docket?
So, kind of wrap us up here, coming into the home stretch of our first ever news esports show. we're going to be doing, like the Keymaster said, we're going to have roster moves, or excuse me, the results and standings may eventually split. We just want to go over a couple of the likelies for the upcoming season. So for Call of Duty, it looks like Optic Gaming's coming in strong at number 1. Rise Nation and FaZe going for the number 2 and 3, ranked in the COD Pro points and the likelihood for the first tournament. CSGO we spoke about. Obviously, Fnatic is always a big top running team. Question Mark, which is formerly Team Solomid, is also, and Team Envious also up there in the top genres of the CSGO world. Halo, we're looking at Evil Geniuses, Winter Fox, things like that. I mean, to talk about one person in particular, Mr. Snipe down there in Halo, Keymaster brought him to my attention this week, and he's number 1 in all the public playlists.
No. Only 3 of them.
He's on the top Reddit.
Only
3 of them. What's still number 1 in the world?
Well, he is. I mean, he's ranked in all the number 1 in all the ones that people would probably think can matter. Team Slayer, Team Arena, and Free For All.
I mean, that's in the world. I mean, there's over 45,000 people online at any given time, all the time. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's for him to be on the top team. That makes sense because that kid is a beast. Let's just put it that way. So, and then kind of wrap it up into our last story here is a huge story of the week. The biggest story I think of the week is that our buddies over at Activision, who are the publishers of the Call of Duty series, or Activision Blizzard, who created a bunch of different games like StarCraft and things like that, have acquired the business of Major League Gaming.
All the assets.
All the assets of Major League Gaming for the lump sum of $46 million, which they haven't released the final number yet, but that is what the guesstimated number is. It looks like Activision, excuse me, Bobby Kotick, the pretty much the chief executive officer of Activision Blizzard. A little quote here says that our acquisition of Major League Gaming business furthers our plans to create the ESPN of esports. MLG's ability to create premium content and its proven broadcast technology platform, including its live streaming capabilities, strengthens our strategic position in competitive gaming. MLG has an incredibly strong and seasoned team and a thriving community. Together we will create new ways to celebrate players and their unique skills, dedication, and commitment to gaming. We are excited to add Sundance and the entire MLG Esports team to our competitive gaming initiatives. Sundance Giovanni, who's the chief executive officer and co-founder of MLG, had this to say: our mission over the last 12 years has been to promote and expand the growth of competitive gaming worldwide, which is true. Just a little side note, if you look at it, League of Legends is huge. I mean, these games are getting really big. CSGO has a Turner TV spot where they're going to be airing games of CSGO on live TV.
On TBS.
So, TBS, which is a big channel. So, back to what Sundance had to say. It said, expand the growth of competitive gaming worldwide. And today the industry is at a key inflection point as its popularity soars and rivals that of many traditional professional sports. The acquisition and Activision Blizzard's commitment to competitive gaming will expand the opportunities for gamers to be recognized and celebrated for their competitive excellence. Yeah, I mean, you can't say anything more. Sundance has done nothing to move in the right direction to promote and lift esports. And if you look at Activision, what they've been doing in Call of Duty, they made their own league this year. They completely took the rights away from MLG, which everybody kind of figured out this is the move that was going to be happening when that happened. But it is now official. So a lot of huge things going to come in the near future, I feel, for Activision and the MLG team, who is now involved with Activision, or is now a division of Activision, or how they're going to explain that. And it looks like they're going to take advantage of the live streaming capabilities of MLG and just try trying to make this a TV thing. So look out for Activision and buy some stock. You're on the rise, buddy. That's January 4th. This is from Business Wire Online. I'll set the webpage link in the description box below. But this is even from a gaming news channel. This is straight from Business Wire, who has affiliates with Wall Street Journal. This is a business transaction. So definitely a really big move for the esports world, and look, by 2017 for it to be projected to have over 300 million viewers for the next coming 2 or 3 years. So lots of good stuff coming up, man. And you got anything else to add to the end of that, buddy? Because it looks like we're going to be wrapping this show up here pretty quick.
Yeah, and I mean, and I know that we're going to try to keep this more of a news oriented show. But I want to offer my opinion on this. If you guys want to see more opinions, make sure you guys are checking us out on Wednesdays. Wednesdays. This will be Wednesday. On Fridays with Hanging with the Bra. That's our real opinion show, where we get down to the brass taxes. It's like hanging out with your buddies at your house on the couch. We're just talking about all the different news things that we find worthy, and offering our opinions about them. But I want to offer my opinion about this because a lot of people don't realize 46 million for Activision Blizzard is like a boy taking your lunch money.
That's a steal.
It's like a steal. Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta remember, they just purchased King, the guys who make Candy Crush, for like 5.9 billion.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So, honestly, a bargain. 46 million? Psh, 46 million is nothing to Activision Blizzard. I mean, when Blizzard became it, you have to remember Activision was originally partnered with Vivendi Games. And now Vivendi Games is gone. They don't even exist anymore. So I mean, that's, it's just stuff to keep in mind when you're hearing about these multi-mega billion deals. It's great. I am all for bigger market share, or bigger companies taking on a bigger role with their own games. That's the reason why I think that League of Legends is so big, is because their company said, hey, we're going to back esports. We're going to make a game that's pretty much designed around esports. And they did. And it's the most successful, in my opinion, the most successful esport on the planet right now. I don't care who you talk to.
Big time. I mean, look at their tournament purses and stuff like that. And we actually did a Hanging Umbrella episode about esports tournaments and things like that.
And about League of Legends.
About League of Legends. In my opinion, to wrap up the show, this is just going to be moving the North American viewpoint, because if you look at League of Legends, it's a lot of European and Asian backing, but the companies that back these teams are like Samsung and UK Telecom and these gigantic companies. You can only hope that with Activision acquiring something like MLG to make their own broadcasting, whatever they want to do, that big companies from the North America will get behind, maybe not necessarily Call of Duty, but just get behind esports in general, and kind of bring it up, because a lot of people, a lot of celebrities. I mean, this is going to be a Hanging About topic, so I'm not really going to go too much into it, but
spoiler alert.
Celebrities and pro athletes who play regular, like, quote unquote regular sports are backing it, are already backing it, and if you're not going to jump on the train, throw a little bit of money to grow it later. It's not a bad well to throw your penny in.
No, that's for sure, and we will go into more in depth in this. Make sure you guys tune in on Friday for that. But with that being said, guys, this is it for the first episode of News and Esports. We will come up with a better title. Don't panic. Don't panic.
If you guys have suggestions for names,
Please leave those down in the description or down in the
comments.
comments. Yes, please. It's hard coming up with names, guys. For any of you guys who have tried to do it, it's hard. Especially for something that's not already taken.
Come up with a name, but not for the content.
Yeah, or it's already been taken. One of the two. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. This is going to be a weekly show about all the news and things. If you guys have anything you guys felt like we should have talked about, please let us know. Just to let everybody know. I want to make this a community thing where everybody gets to talk about the news, things that they all want to know about. I think it'd be great for that. And I'm going to leave you guys off on my side with a nice little rec pack opening for all of y'all. But yeah, so remember, guys, tune in next week. Ooh, Spanker Rocket Launcher. That's a great pack opening to end the episode on. Oh, yes. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Until next week, everybody, we will see you then. Remember, tune in tomorrow for my vlog. Tune in.
Ooh, for a Keymaster vlog.
Keymaster's first vlog.
On Friday, the Big Row vlog on Saturday.
Wild Card Sunday.
A tech overview of a new product out on Sunday.
Oh, really? I don't even know what this is. I'm excited.
I know what it is.
I'm excited for this. Alright, guys. We'll see you all next time. Remember, the news doesn't stop. This is the Keymaster 84, and
Big Road 206.
we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Later.